Hey, listen, I just want to call out one person.
And I hate myself a lot.
But stuff. You're getting punched in the dick.
There needs to be more Street Shark references.
I say who?
That's funny as hell.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Underqualified and Overcompensated podcast. Soon to be the Tactically Acquired podcast, as we are changing the name. We mentioned it the last 2 weeks.
Did we? I don't know. I was pretty
We did.
by the end of both of them.
Close. We've mentioned it the past 2 weeks. We were changing the name to the Tactically Acquired podcast. We have some of the new logos. We're going to load those up here this next week and make all the full changes. But to my left, your right, is the mafioso of the Twitterverse, Tracksuit Bro Rico.
I put in my application of the Tracksuit Mafia. If you're following up on Hawkeye, even though some people are boycotting it because it takes heavily from a specific comic, and
Does it take from another comic that he's not in?
No. It so the creators of the comic, Matt Fraction and David Aja, they were like, "Hey, you're clearly lifting our shit and just like not giving us any money for it."
Are they the original writers of the Hawkeye series? Or
No. That's
just another Marvel franchise.
Yeah, a really good one though. Let's get it out of the way. Wait, where the fuck is Tyler?
He has family.
Over
this week, and
Yes.
so he is taking this week off, even though I invited his brother onto the show. But, you know, some things you want to keep your family away from, which is understandable.
The question Grant presents is, where are we legally required to change it? No.
Uno has not reached out to us.
They don't give two shits about us.
I'm very positive they are unaware of our existence. And no way do we threat their franchise at all.
For the next Grant comment, I'm way too tan for the Tracksuit Mafia. I counted one Spanish bro.
You are correct. And so that threw me off because immediately when they said Tracksuit Mafia and like the 4 Russian accents, I was like, oh, okay, so this is like a Russian-based fucking thing, right? And then the Spanish dudes, the Mexican dudes talking, I'm like, is this a multicultural Tracksuit Mafia?
The Tracksuit Mafia is very diverse. Very diverse.
Apparently, yeah, their leader's a deaf Asian woman.
She's Native American.
Oh.
Yes.
That is, I apologize on that. That's my fuck up. They showed her for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kit Harington's in it, and he's quiet as shit over in the corner. He hasn't said shit. He was just in the back of the frame.
Kit Harington.
Isn't he in there?
Isn't that the dude from Eternals
Game of Thrones?
And Game of Thrones? Yeah, he's not in.
Is he not?
No, he's
I
definitely.
thought I saw him in the background when he's like, "Oh, is that guy in charge?" Like pointing to the dude with the beard and the suit. Dude looked like Kit Harington. I could have sworn, but I thought it was real funny that they didn't have him speak.
Time for Grant's trivia. Do you know why the Adidas stripes are angled forward on the shoes? I don't know, Grant. Is it for speed?
So you're always going forward?
Is it always forward, as some might say? Toujours pret or whatever the fuck.
Toujours forward? No, is he's just gonna leave us?
He's gonna leave
hanging
us. No, we're gonna have to Google it later.
No, but we are changing the name.
Yes.
We love the underqualified and overcompensated, but as many people. So when you hit the slab squats, they line up with the stretch. Okay.
I did get a free AK with this jacket, so it must work.
As you should, right? But we love the name, the underqualified and overcompensated.
Yeah.
But as many people have said to us since the birth of the podcast, is that's a fucking long ass name.
It's a long name.
It's a long name.
And
And
are we tying ourselves in with the vet bro community with underqualified and overcompensated? No, tactically acquired podcast show.
Yes,
TAPS
right.
for short.
we cater to the people that are us, which is that, all right? And also, it's just it rings better. It's a better hold, right? It can merchandise a little better. Which
Steal
we're
this
trying to
shirt
corner.
after you pay for it.
Yes, tactically acquired, which none of our merch is going to be our own. All of the merch that we sell on our page is going to be stolen from other people's companies.
I'm looking at you, fucking Doc Matt from Demolition Ranch. I'm allegedly going to go.
Also, Matt Best may or may not steal your shit. And if you're a true veteran, you'll be okay with it.
Yeah, you'll be fine with it. He you know, I left
In
it
return, you
unsecured.
just take our shit.
Who took my headlights?
It'd just be a circle. I would feel like if we took their merch, like the people at Black Rifle Coffee, being the high level operators they are, they would go super petty with it and like figure out where we live and just steal our tires off our car.
Our not official lawyer at all. He's not associated with us, but he is giving us sound advice. Andy says,
And
I
much
highly
as-
recommend against this.
And much as any veteran group with a lawyer, we're not going to listen. As if any situation when a soldier is met with a lawyer and the lawyer gives him sound advice, the soldier is not going to listen.
No.
I'm going to
And
go against
immediately
this advice.
request trial by combat.
Yes.
Immediately. Is this a thing? Can we get it done?
Wouldn't that be funny? It's like, hey, this is your Article 15 proceedings. This is what's going on. You've been late and all this shit. And then the soldier just goes, I request trial by combat.
I guess we're going to fight about it, huh?
Commander's like, what? Be like, I request trial by combat. You get to choose your champion, and I'm going to murder them. So,
First sergeant's just frothing. Just he's been waiting for somebody to
He's
pull
been
trial
waiting
by
for
combat.
this. He's just like, oh, please. It's still in the
What? This
book
is
of
where we
Oregon.
need to be. We need to be in Oregon. And
I'm
we
sure
can-
many states still have trial by combat. Speaking of, I bought hand wraps and a mouth guard for tactical combatives.
Hell yeah. You should have stolen them.
Good
You
man.
should have tactically acquired them.
No. You never tactically acquire a mouth guard. It's fucking gross.
I found it in the dumpster.
I may or may not have to do that once or twice. That's fucking nasty. Don't do that. I am proud. Go beat up a bunch of privates.
Yeah. But
As me and Rico talked, we weren't streaming or anything, but we were playing the other day, and my hospital unit, they're building up a combatives thing. Yes, the new name is Tactical Combatives. My hospital unit, they're starting up their own combatives program because people in the hospital need to know how to do combatives, apparently. And so they reached out to a bunch of the NCOs that know what we're doing, and I volunteered my time, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, this is going to either be interesting or I'm going to find out that we have a lot of like secret murderers.
They all reclassed.
Yeah.
They thought this would be easier.
Or, like, they're all
easier
just,
lifestyle.
Like amateur MMA fighters on their off time. Like I go to teach this thinking I'm going to like be the most experienced person. I get my shit rocked by some physical therapy tech.
You get Halo teabagged by
By fucking x-ray tech.
an X-ray tech.
Just get rocked by the lab
Stop.
dude.
Why are these people twerking on me?
No, I'm excited. I love the combatives program. Anything above level 2, because up to that, it's useless. Which I always loved when I was teaching combatives, because we would go through the whole first week of level 1, teaching them the basics, how to get punched, be comfortable with that, how to defend yourself. And then they would go into level 2 combatives the next month that they would come to class and be like, hey, everything you learned at level 1, forget that shit immediately, because it's useless. And they're like, but I just graduated from level 1. Yeah, it's useless. Don't ever use anything that we taught you in level 1. It's Army
quick.
standard classes, not anything I would teach you on a normal thing.
Just in case Andy's still out there, I'm coming for you this week. I got some big numbers up already. Hopefully the rest of my guys come through.
Oh, you're talking about the fantasy?
About the fantasy league. We talk loosely about it because people tune away.
And you know what? I'm going to have a good week because I'm going against our one MIA team.
You don't want to lose to that guy.
No, you can't lose to the team that's on automatic has 3 people on their lineup that are injured. And last week I had a rough loss to Firth.
Yeah.
I had a lot of underperformance on my part. My defense alone got me like -5 points.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yep. Yeah, my kicker got me -2. So
I wish
I was
had...
supposed to destroy Firth, and then by the time I had 3 players left, I was like, "This ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen."
All right, fuck it, we're doing it. Did you watch that the Raiders Cowboys?
I haven't
game?
watched any of the games in a while.
This was on. It was on Thursday, right? I don't know. The Raiders Cowboy game. It was such a great game. When it's overtime, I had people on both sides of the fucking line on the line.
I don't think
just
I had anyone
scoring me points. It was a great game. It was the most exciting game I've watched in a while.
I mean, it's usually those games against 2 terrible teams that go the long run, and you're just like, both of them suck, but they are giving it their all. That's why I like watching like the B-rated college bowl games. You know, like the Tampax Tostito Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Because those teams, they give their all out, man. Like they barely made a bowl game.
Tampax Tostito Bowl is just delicious.
Also, a new item at I don't know where that would even be offered. Fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.
At the AW Taco Bell joint store.
Yeah. It's a KFC, a Taco Bell, and a fucking
and an AutoZone
and a Dunkin' Donuts. Ashley's got eyes. But has she been to the Tampax Taco Bowl, whatever the fuck it is?
Grant, give me a brief. So, Grant, I'm assuming. Oh, you're going to the level 2 combatives class. So, it's more stuff that you're going to use. A lot of just sweeps, but it goes more into striking. So you're going to learn more striking stuff. Probably stuff that you've already been taught before. No, you get punched in the face in the first level, but you don't get to learn how to punch back.
You get to learn how to take
an exercise in the first level is the instructors, they put on boxing gloves, you put on headgear, and you have to clinch them while getting punched in the fucking face to learn how to get dealt with being punched in the face. Because a lot of people haven't been punched in the face in their life, and they either shut down or they get super pissed off. So your goal is just to clinch. You can't strike. In the second level, and they probably altered it since I taught it, which was 9 years ago.
It's very different now.
You're going to learn
lightsabers.
Yeah, there's tasers involved and tear gas. No, you're going to learn more striking, some detainment things when it comes to like a group of people detaining a suspect, and more jiu-jitsu ground stuff, but not a whole lot. Like, yeah, that the combatives level stuff. You don't really get to learn really good things until like master combatives level. And that's when like you're learning in equal level to what people would get on the outside, like training at my gym. Because we can always tell when a level 1, level 2 combatives army dude comes into our class because they're doing shit that's going to get him choked out almost immediately.
But the army taught me everything I needed to know. I came in here to whoop ass. I want to be Professor Judo Jitsu fucking guy.
Like the thing is, like, there's so much better like combative programs that are for the military, like the Rangers and the Special Forces guys get from the Gracie family, that they don't have in the combatives program itself. And I'm just like, you guys just need to meet that up, because the Gracies are the one that kind of built the combatives program for the Army, and then the Army took that and dumbed it down to what level 1, 2, and 3 were. And I'm hoping they brought that up, because I'm trying to go to level 3 here in February, so I can be a master combative teacher.
Just proof of how good he is. Gage Holden brings up a memory where Rhodes roundhouse kicked a bottle cap off.
It was when that bottle cap thing was coming out, and we used a monster bottle because we're in the Army and we're on range coverage, so we just had like 19 monster bottles.
Didn't you like tear your gooch or something on that one?
Oh, dude, no! I fucking almost tore my goddamn hip out. I'm old, for one. I'm out of practice at the time. I would do it much better now because I'm just a lot more flexible. But 4 years ago, not training at all. We had the idea to do it. They're filming it, and I go for the very first kick, and I did not stretch, and my hip just goes, ugh. And I felt it. I was like, ooh,
Claim
ooh.
it.
Oh, and so then we did it about 15 more times trying to
Oh
get
my
like the
gosh.
right angle. And by the end of it, like it was getting sloppy. Like my hips were not doing okay.
Well, they do say the hips don't lie, so it's if
The
at
hips
first
did
you
not
don't
lie,
succeed,
and they were saying, "Bro, you're old."
keep roundhouse kicking.
Yeah, the hips don't lie. My hips were telling me, "You need to cool it there, fucking Jackie Chan. It's been a while. You need to stretch and do some lunges first." I also have the video. I scrolled through it today.
Perhaps we should throw that one up.
No. It was a good video. The one that we finally did, it looked good. I kicked the cap off. It was beautiful. You know, it was a nice little Army what the fuck moment. It was a good day. Me now, I think I could do it better.
There's only
We'll
one
have a
way to find out.
comparison.
I'm gonna need you
me
to
go
go
get a
grab your
bottle.
daughter, have her hold the bottle.
Just kick the shit out of my kid.
I had faith in you. You weren't supposed to kick your daughter across the room.
It should be like one of those fucking memes, just her holding the bottle and just
Finally, notoriety.
It was bad. It was bad. But the end result looked decent. It looked okay. Oh. Rory would
This
beat
just
my ass.
in, Rory would beat his ass.
I have a small goal that I'm not going to press upon my child, but I'm going to heavily try to influence her into becoming like the next like light heavyweight in the world.
Mm.
Like
That's
I
good.
want her to, or welterweight more pro. Yeah, I want her to be like the next welterweight champion of
Okay.
MMA is my goal, because that girl, she got some ferociousness to her already, and I'm trying to like channel that in the right direction, get her into like jiu-jitsu at a young age,
Uh-huh.
you know, and then we'll get her into some kickboxing when she gets older. And she's either A, going to be the next UFC champion, or she's just going to be that one girl that you don't want to fuck with. She's just going to do it recreationally.
Yeah.
And you and your other girls out at like a bachelorette party are going to, they're going to be an argument, and all of a sudden you're just going to be trying to feed my daughter shots so she gets in a fight with the fucking bro in the corner. That's what's going to happen.
And she's gonna call in Tracksuit Rico and hand her light work.
Yet not by the time she's an adult. You're going to be old as fuck.
Just gonna throw
You better
myself
not
in
fuck
the
with me. I'm going to call my geriatric uncle on your ass.
way. I'm coming.
It's cute for you to assume that you wouldn't already be in the bar.
I've been here my entire life just waiting for this moment.
Been following her from bar to bar for days.
I knew I'd be needed.
I'm not the creepy uncle you wanted. But I'm the one you needed.
I don't know.
No, you just kind of get them.
Yeah.
They're just
CIF
kind of
will
there.
not take me back.
Oh, so how are you?
I'm good. You know, I'm putting way too much time into Halo. Amazing game.
Which is fun.
Sublime. I'm just like grapple shotting dudes and just like destroying them. I grapple shot at this dude earlier today. He ran around the corner. I got whipped around the corner on the grapple.
So you grappled him first, and then you
I
ran
grappled
around the corner?
him first. He ran around the corner. I got pulled around the wall. He was in an alley, and all you see is bam. Absolutely loving that game. It's free to play. Everyone out there, if you have a PC or an Xbox,
It's fantastic.
you're missing out. We're gonna stream some potentially after this, so we'll go from there. If you don't believe us, and there's gonna be some good stuff.
There's some good. Not to say that like we're super great,
No.
but we have like 1 or 2 games out of 50 that are fucking bomb. We were playing the other day.
You can hear me if you're like in my house anywhere, and I pull off some amazing shit in Halo. Oh yeah, fuck you! And
I'm
not
a little bit more quiet and considerate.
I'm not. I don't even play video games like that anymore. Like, you know, aggressive, like truly fucking like getting.
Don't get all hype.
Yeah, Halo does it to me.
Gage, I also I miss our good times in the old Swayze wagon. In good old, what was our truck? 7.7?
Sure.
I don't know. It changed every other week because it was broken down or not. But I do miss our good old times.
Grant says he sucks in the new Halo. He used to be semi-pro in Halo 3, went to tourneys and shit.
Doesn't surprise me.
I find it so hard to believe that you would suck at that game. I've seen you play games.
Well, he said he sucks now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he has the new one, but he sucks at it now.
It's so good. Oh god, I'm missing it right now.
We're gonna jump off.
Wait,
Right,
the show's over. We're gonna go play.
we're gonna go play Halo. No, I've been enjoying Halo. 7.7 was the OG. Yes, it was. 7.7 was our OG truck. That was our long-term truck. It was one we committed a lot of time and emotions into.
A lot of crimes.
Some mild crimes. A mild level of crime.
Allegedly.
Yeah, some near-death experiences. Some laughs, some tears, some blood.
What's that thing called, Andy, if you're still out there, when time passes and you're no longer accountable
Statute of limitations?
Yep, sure. we're well past that. And
I'm a mild criminal. I know what a statute of limitation is.
I can remember.
It depends on the crime. I think on like some states, murder is like 10 years. So
no,
I got like another 3 years
maybe
until I can talk about that one time.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
Yeah, the one time.
Why did you keep the box?
I like memories. It's a keepsake. That's a human ear. Human ear, keepsake. So my day yesterday.
Yes.
So my holidays was good. My Thanksgiving was good. It was good.
Oh, I forgot
calm.
that happened.
Yeah, right. Holidays are weird when you're in the army and you don't really have like a group of people to celebrate it with, and it's just you and your family.
We were all alone yesterday too, for the first time ever
in years, right? Because ever since Dugway, we were always at someone's house.
Yeah.
With a group of people, usually other soldiers that were not home with their families.
Yeah.
And then so last year and this year were super weird because last year you were still in Germany, right?
No, last year I was in Jordan last year.
Yeah, you were in Jordan. Okay.
Yeah.
So this was your first time.
Yeah, this is my first time
with
experiencing
the Army bros.
Yeah, a holiday meal with a house that's empty, like it's just me and my family, and it's super quiet.
It is weird. So last year that's how it was, and then this year, and I miss it because I was always that guy. For anyone not associated with us, I was always that guy that would invite all of the single soldiers and everyone who didn't have family to go to at their post to my house. So I would have like 15, 20 people in the house. And I never had a big home except for Dugway. That house was really fucking nice.
The house is great.
Oh, God. But so I would invite everyone over. I would cook turkey. We would all potluck it. And then, after Thanksgiving dinner's done, we get fucking lit. As you do. And the past 2 years, it's weird not having a lot of people over. And it's almost like it just comes and goes.
It's depressing, if I'm being honest.
Kinda. It is. It is. And and so I missed it. Like, we cooked the turkey, but then like we cooked turkey. We had our dinner, and of course my girls didn't eat any of it because they're assholes.
Kids. All kids are assholes. All of them.
I put 6 hours into my turkey, and that's just the act of cooking time, not to include the 3 days prior of brining and marinating. And then nothing, right?
Did you get the new one? The new one, Gage? The fresh off the fucking assembly line. The
COVID
Omicron.
fucking Sig Alpha. Whatever.
We miss y'all too.
I do. I definitely miss being here. Like I'm not in that kind of unit where I have soldiers and friends.
I don't even have soldiers.
I don't have any. I don't have soldiers. I don't have like coworkers. So like I don't have other soldier NCOs or anyone else that I work with on a regular basis to actually be friends with. So I have like no work friends. So no one to invite over. I'm like, So yeah, it was kind of weird. But then
Next year
yesterday,
we do this virtually. We just keep
Yeah.
the camera going while we all eat, and then we just start drinking.
we
And
should have.
stream the whole
We
thing.
fucking should have.
Fuck.
God damn it, we missed out. We could have had Thanksgiving with the Uno fam. My wife misses it too.
Just not the cleanup.
No one ever misses the cleanup.
No one ever
But
does.
then you have people, like fucking Sanders, and you have him do the dishes. And he did great. But yeah, so we had Thanksgiving. It was fine. It was good.
Mhm.
Then yesterday, I was home with the girls by myself. Ashley had to work. We went out to the store and stuff, and apparently, my body decided to get violently ill, and I ended up spending the rest of the day vomiting and shitting my brains out while
Hell
trying to maintain my children alive.
Did you eat bread?
No.
Is your
That
gluten
was
thing
one
gone?
time. That was one time. Still super confused on why that happened. No, it was bad. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know if it was something I ate or like the massive
Actually, like poisoned
vitamin
before she left the
routine.
house for work.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I died yesterday, and like I was exhausted. I was just vomiting, and then finally Ashley got home from work around like 5:30, and I went right to bed and slept all fucking night till like 9 o'clock this morning. I slept for over 12 hours.
I can't remember the last time I threw up. I mean, God, it's been so long.
It
You
is-
kind of wonder, what is it like to do it, and then you
and you
do
can't
it.
even make yourself throw up.
I can't.
See, that's the thing about vomiting, though. Like, it is a weird sensation. I don't know if it's this way for everyone else, but like, it's uncomfortable yet also oddly satisfying. Like, is that the same thing for everyone else? Like vomiting, like you feel gross, but while you're vomiting, like it's oddly satisfying while you're vomiting, and then that
Welcome to the
that
Thanksgiving
wave of
episode.
nausea comes back over again. You're like, oh, this is gross again, and then you vomit, and you're like, oh.
Just gotta do it. Just gotta do it.
Right? Like it oddly feels good. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Gage agrees with me.
He does.
I don't, maybe I'm weird. I don't know.
I would say, so I think the lead up to before you throw up,
That's
is
the worst part.
like that's the worst part.
Yeah.
But then once you get it going, once the floodgates open up, then you realize, the end is near.
Yeah, because like you're in the middle of the vomiting and you're like, oh, like I still feel gross, but like I already did it twice. Like maybe no, I'm just gonna do it again. Vomiting.
Vomiting.
It's just
Happy
fantastic.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone else had a good Thanksgiving.
For real.
It is one of my favorite holidays.
Mm.
It's one of my favorite holidays for the reason why this one was depressing, as we talked about before, because it's
the
one of my
gathering.
favorite holidays because the group of people, right? The
Yeah.
gathering, like that is important. As many people as a few of my friends have expressed, don't necessarily like to celebrate the genocide of an entire culture and generate of Native Americans, which I agree with, which is not why I celebrate Thanksgiving.
Is it Friendsgiving now? I kept seeing it all over the place.
Yeah, so
Are we not allowed to be thankful anymore?
No, so I think they're using the term Friendsgiving for one because people that aren't around their family, so it's like a Friendsgiving, but also to kind of pull away from that general historical aspect of Thanksgiving. I prefer.
What'd you win, Grant?
He's talking about Thanksgiving.
Oh.
I prefer to still call it Thanksgiving, and just not necessarily not acknowledge, but not perpetuate what Thanksgiving was created upon.
I just thought Thanksgiving got like canceled, and I'm like waiting, like what are we renaming Christmas to now?
Oh, they can't change Christmas.
They're going to.
No, that's religious. And then if they do that, that's a whole nother thing because it's Christian, but like we took over some pagan shit and turned it into Christmas, and it's commercialism, and it's a whole fucking
bet
world. And you'll have to physically
Christmas?
fist fight my wife. So
I bet Christmas gets canceled because not everybody is a Christian. It's going to be renamed to something else. Mariah Carey's going to have to make a new damn song. All I want for package day is you.
I mean, people that don't celebrate Christmas, they just don't celebrate Christmas.
Mm.
So and the only reason why, like the whole of
Germany don't give a fuck. They're keeping Christmas forever.
well, the only reason why the whole of the United States celebrates Christmas is for commercialism. That's the only reason. Because back in the 50s and 60s, companies were like, "Oh, people want to buy Christmas presents. Let's start sales and advertising for Christmas." And then it became a fucking national phenomenon. And then, people started speaking up, be like, "I don't celebrate Christmas." And they're like, "Cool. Do you still want this Christmas Day sale?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, duh. Of course I do."
I'm going to agree with Gage Holden. He says he misses German Christmas. There's something
about it.
Really the same about, well, I would say from what you call it, Germany to being at least where I'm at in El Paso. It don't fucking look like Christmas out there or anything adjacent to it.
So me and Ashley had this exact conversation today. She's like, "It doesn't feel like Christmas here." I was like, "That's because we're in Texas." Right? Because the general theme of Christmas perpetuated through cinema and everything, right? Any Christmas movie, except for when
out for fake news.
anything in like a Christmas movie, unless it's like a cliche, they spent Christmas in the fucking desert or, in New Mexico or over in Africa or whatever the fuck, is Christmas is in the mountains with trees and snow.
Who is Han Amish? Is that like, does he drive like a wooden Millennium Falcon?
The Han Amish. It's a carriage buggy through space.
I completed the Kessel Run in 474 parsecs because my horse could only go so fast.
Because I'm on a space horse.
Space horse!
Oh, if that's not a Robot Chicken fucking episode, I don't know what is.
It is now. Stay tuned for our new mascot on taps, Space Horse!
Hey, what is the Space Force ride? Space Horse!
The Jewish don't do Christmas. What are you talking about?
Hanukkah, bro.
It's Hanukkah. I've engaged in many Hanukkahs.
I'm going to need you to go back and watch 8 Crazy Nights. By the way, fantastic.
Great movie.
Fantastic.
Although I haven't seen it in a
animated
while. Am I thinking about it?
Oh, it might not hold up.
Yeah, with like just, it was a different time.
It was. You might be looking at it with like a little bit of nostalgia in there. But yeah, we were talking about it earlier. The feeling of Christmas, right? Texas does not hold that.
No.
It was like rainy. Like it was still kind of cold. And we're like, okay, that's like kind of the weather. But then you're looking out and you just see desert. Like it's not even the right kind of trees. There's no mountains in the distance.
Be careful, Grant.
So he was trying to say Jewish,
Zuckerberg's
but it came
watching
out Amish?
At least
were
they
you
fucking
trying to say Jewish Christmas or Amish Christmas or Jewish Hanukkah? What were you trying to say? Or German Christmas, and then it came out Jewish?
Yes.
I think
they definitely don't
changed that. It flipped that.
They definitely don't do Jewish Christmas in Germany.
For a multitude of reasons.
Many reasons.
We trace back to about 1942.
If you're in Germany, we don't talk about that. There's the Polizei show up, beats your ass, get fined.
There's a thing there. Oh, but yeah, I do feel like I do miss the Northwest Christmases of my youth.
The youths.
And then German level Christmas with the Christmas markets. Oh,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful to be in a forest environment during Christmas, even though
during the winter season.
Yeah.
Well, when you're not in the field.
That's fine. You could resign from Uno. However, you've already been signed up for TAPS.
Yeah, you're already on. I wouldn't say the payroll,
No, no one's on the payroll. Just gushing
I'm not
money
even
here.
on the payroll. This is fucking nonprofit, bro.
I should get a tax cut. This fucking
Oh, we
nonprofit.
should start this as like a fucking LLC or something.
It's a church now. We don't pay taxes. Welcome to the Church of Chaps.
Steps.
The tactically acquired church cast. I don't know.
Tax?
That's the only tax we like. We don't like the ones with the X.
I am your pastor. Let's talk about some gay shit. Off the bat. Oh, allergies be hitting me hard in this fucking state.
Just don't try to throw it up again. All of a sudden, if you do, anybody who's watching it, hit record.
Clip that shit. Oh, so was there anything in the news?
What's in the news?
We're kind of lackadaisical this episode. We're gonna
We're still riding our turkey high. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a laid back episode. Firth's not here. He's doing family stuff. It is what it is. What's been in the news?
Gage Holden coming out real hard with Australia,
No, everything in Australia is designed to kill you, and
including the government.
yeah, ooh.
I don't live in Australia. Fuck them.
It's bad there. Like they're
Getting rough.
Yeah, no, it was Austria. Well, Australia is bad for COVID. Let's not.
They're really bad.
They're really
For
bad.
being a democracy, they kind of fucking took that shit. Ooh.
And Austria now is like what you call it? If you're not vaccinated, you have to stay home. You cannot leave your house.
Really? They have lockdown for non-vax?
Yeah, for non-vaccinated
Austria?
people. Yeah, Austria.
Yeah, that sounds about on par.
Yeah, it's like
Sounds on par for Austria.
where are the unvaccinated?
We want y'all to wear these bands on your arm.
Oh, let's see.
So he's right. Ukraine about to get invaded,
Yeah, Russia's moving troops,
and the Ukrainian army leadership was on the news the other day saying, "Fucking bring it, bro. We're ready." And I'm sitting over here like, Ukraine, you don't want this smoke. You ain't ready, bro. You say that real bold as not being a part of the fucking UN.
Because you know who's gonna have to go there? Us.
Exactly. And
called-
I don't think
at least it's
Ukraine's
job
a part
security.
of NATO.
Huh?
I don't think the Ukraine's a part of NATO.
No, but it's strategic though. If they take Ukraine, then
It is, but so we can choose to help them out, but we're not obligated to.
yeah, the UN just can't send us in. They're not gonna call old Joey Boombox and be like, "Hey, send in the boys."
Old Joey Boombox.
We'll see what happens. I mean, we've always been on the cusp of Russia, you know, beating down the door to get into the fucking Ukraine.
happen.
It eventually it will. Where depending on your perspective, we are not being considered as as strong a position as we used to, maybe a year ago. So, yeah, if there was a time for that to happen, and hopefully for the Ukraine and my fellow people, hopefully it doesn't happen because it's gonna be a thing.
Yeah. And Gage, you are correct. They have been fighting him for a while, but they've been fighting him low key. They've been fighting the small Russian forces, basically just been fucking up that one section of the country. They haven't been fighting a full-on Russian force that's going to just fuck them all up.
Oh, we definitely know who's gonna do that. We just for our sake we can't say his name.
We'll link up with them again in country.
Yeah, we'll find him. It'll be a
You
blast.
bet your ass. If I got orders that we're deploying to Ukraine, I would immediately text and be like, bro, where you at?
Ashley says
Your ass about to re-enlist. Let's go.
Ashley brings up Brian Landry. I don't know. They found him obviously a while ago. It took forever to get the results of the paternity test of his
Paternity test?
Basically,
He is the father.
if you watched the very special fucking what was even her name?
Gabby Petito.
Lily
Right,
Potter.
we know his name more than we know hers.
If you watch the Lily Potter episode that we did, I had this whole
It was
fan
Snape the whole
fiction.
time.
This whole fan fiction where a mysterious character named El Guapo, he might have gotten
See,
to, because these people.
Real quick, I was pretty positive that you were calling him El Guapo, but in that episode, I don't know if you were a little sauced. It kept coming out El Guapo. And like I was trying to spell it out on my little pad for reference. And I was like, is he saying guapo or guapo? Like, how much phlegm is he putting on that G?
Maybe I haven't had enough alcohol yet tonight. This is only my second drink. But
Stay tuned for the
stay
overcompetitive.
tuned. But yeah, so it was
Your El
really
Guapo
suicide.
theory was.
And I bet it's still true. I bet these motherfuckers was running bricks. They got extra white girl. She got taken out. He ran for his life. El Guapo found him, made it look like a suicide, dumped his ass in the fucking water. Boom. But the official thing, it was a suicide.
Kenny!
Kenny, what up, Kenny?
I'm still riding that theory fucking hard. I think fantastic
I'm
theory.
gonna write that movie or make an episode of Law and Order or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Figure
it's
it
gotta
out.
be something like unsolved crimes. Right? We'll start our own fucking murder podcast where it's just that.
Yeah, I will be playing the role of Lily Potter.
And I will play the role of El Guapo.
Yes.
Yeah, it when we cast things in our movies, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, we don't look for positive representation. We look for complete opposite representation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if the original character was a female, we're going to cast her as a male, 55-year-old,
Mhm.
like
Tracksuit
old
bro.
Jewish man. Yeah.
Who says I can't be Lily Potter? That's offensive.
Right. And if the side character is a strong African American trans woman,
Mhm.
I will play them.
Yes.
Representation.
Our characters are diverse. The people playing them are not.
We work with what we got, people. And neither will our acting.
Thank you, Gage. I can be whoever I want.
It's 2021. But yeah, so they found him. They ruled it as a suicide. Sadly, they'll never find out what actually happened
No,
unless he wrote it in his little fucking diary.
no, all the stuff is gone. El Guapo or El Guapo, depending on
How drunk you are.
on how you like to pronounce it. He's too good, dude. That's why he's never been caught.
He's behind a bunch of stuff,
He
right?
was the second shooter on the grassy knoll. You know.
He also, he hid the body of fuck that guy. I can't remember.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. That's what happened.
No, I'm thinking of the mobster. They're about to find his body.
Jimmy Hoffa.
There we go. Jimmy Hoffa. El Guapo knows.
Yeah, he knows. He won't say anything.
No,
That's his
El
job.
Guapo says nothing. No.
Stack bodies and keep his mouth closed.
Yeah.
That's what
He
does.
actually murders you in sign language.
Very sharp fingernails.
But not American Sign Language, like his own.
Yeah, no, he
like,
made his own sign language.
Yeah, like his own mafioso cartel sign language. It's very shorthand. It's mostly just gun hands.
He's got to get to the point.
It's gun hands and a lot of this. It's really quick to the point. Oh, what else did they say? We got Ukraine. Yeah, Brian Laundrie. That's happening.
The Ghislaine Maxwell thing has started.
Did that start today?
They were doing.
It's starting.
jury selection.
Oh, jury
They're
selection.
obviously the case actually starts. The court case. I think it starts this upcoming week or some shit. And of course, they've already said there will be no cameras in a federal courtroom. It is a law. We will hear nothing. All these fucking disgusting rich fucks who touch kids, they're going to get away with it. That's the sad truth.
So since it's a federal court, there won't be any TV, no televised.
There won't be any cameras in a federal courtroom.
I feel like they should waive that statute.
Yeah, they should just do it outside. Just walk outside.
And that's how she gets sniped by El Guapo.
He's waiting.
El Guapo gets hired by a lot of people.
He could retire on this one hit. Like
On this one hit.
And then they're all the rich people, all the
Clintons alone would pay high dollar.
bucks. They're all crowdfunding, and the pot is big, and El Guapo gonna get it.
I wonder how much this is going to be covered in the news daily, because obviously the Kenosha Kid trials, those were fucking every day. They had something.
I open up Twitter multiple times a day, and MSNBC is still calling him a damn racist, still talking about how it wasn't fair. It's like they're getting paid by Rittenhouse article. You know what they're not getting paid by, apparently? The fucking dude that ran his fucking SUV into a fucking parade and took out a bunch of people. Nobody's fucking talking about. That's basically a dead story. Now we need parole reform. Well, yeah.
Yeah. If there's one news source not talking about it, the other one is. Right?
But
like CNN, they're not mentioning it because it was in a liberal city that, due to liberal guidelines, let a terrible person go on bail. On a very low bail.
Yeah.
It was like $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
2 days prior to that.
Yeah. And he had jumped parole before, jump bail.
Yep. And he was
let
on bail
during
a court hearing that he was on trial for running over his stepson with a car.
He tried to hit his
he tried to hit his stepson with a car and beating his baby mama.
Yeah.
So domestic abuse. And then he was in court for that, and he got put on $1,000 bail, got out on that, and then ran the car through the fucking Christmas market.
He was leaving a domestic disturbance, allegedly, and plowed. And the people are, this is stupid, real quick. They're looking into why the barriers weren't sufficient to stop this vehicle. They put up fucking wooden barriers like you would on a normal fucking parade. They're not.
Yeah, they weren't Jersey barriers. They weren't filled with water. It was a Christmas market.
It was a fucking parade. It was a parade, my guy. You don't want to blame the fucking animal that did this, but you want to do reform on goddamn fucking barriers because this guy apparently he was going to find a way. You watch that video before he hits the people, and he's a foot, maybe 2 feet away from a little girl just dancing in the fucking street because it's a parade, and he almost hit her and then plows into a bunch of fucking people. Come on, man.
Yeah, this guy, piece of shit, and they're covering up and going with other stories because it brings a bad light. Well, that also, but it's in a liberal city with liberal court, statutes, and it let a very bad guy go regardless of race, and he went and did surprisingly a bad thing.
Piece of shit.
No. Due to their fucking shitty rules, they let a shitty person go, and he then, surprisingly, did a shitty thing.
Dude, the week of Thanksgiving, going into the fucking... Okay, it's never a good time for your family members just to get fucking slain by a fucking vehicle. No. But just think of the shadow this fucking casts over these families, these friends that were involved over some fucking piece of shit that got let out for $1,000, dude. Come on.
Yeah. And now they're looking into the judge that let him go. And then now he's on a $5 million bail. Like, he went from $1,000 bail to a $5 million.
He's gonna, it's gonna be okay. He's gonna get into SoundCloud fucking funds. And,
and
then
no,
he does have a SoundCloud. I'm not being offensive.
Oh, does he have a SoundCloud? So GoFundMe actually took his thing down. Someone started a GoFundMe for his court proceedings.
Good.
And they took it down.
Good.
Yeah, they also did the same thing for Rittenhouse.
Yeah, but that dude got.
They took his down.
That didn't matter. That motherfucker got.
His
first set of lawyers had like $1 million, like real quick.
Yeah, they were well funded. Yeah, so many people would have stepped into that. That case itself, not saying anything about it, but that case was very heavily centered around the Second Amendment. I'm sure fucking so many Second Amendment groups were just like, here's some money for your lawyer fees. Yeah, 100%. This one, no one has a white van amendment fee. So yeah.
Ban all SUVs. They're too big. They're assault vehicles.
Assault vans. It's too big. Too much room.
What is it with Ford? Ford just
Who needs that much room?
God, and it comes a time, first you had the Ford Bronco with fucking OJ. Now you got a fucking Ford Escape
Ford cargo
SUV.
van.
I mean, guys, do something. Fix your image.
Ford, you need to make a new video of you like saving puppies from a fire.
Just like ban assault vehicles.
Assault vehicles.
More people die, this is a fact, from assault vehicles than assault weapons. Smaller is assault shakers. But that's, they don't ever talk about that.
No. Do we have any evidence for this? No. But we said it and we're online, which means it's got to be true.
No, that more people do die in fucking accidents.
From salt shakers?
As long as you shake it like a salt shaker. More people do die, however, from vehicular situations than actual fucking guns in this country.
Yeah, of course.
Because
I think more people die from falling off ladders.
Drivers. You're all shitty drivers, especially here at motherfucking Fort Bliss, where nobody knows how to go into their lane. They just cross over 3 fucking lanes and fucking cut me off every goddamn time. I almost get into an accident every goddamn day, dude.
I think that might just be Texas, because same up here. I'm 8 hours from you, and the traffic sounds about the fucking same.
It's on post,
Ashley wants to quit her job because she has to drive 45 minutes to work, not because of the time of the drive, but because of who she has to drive with on the way there. Like, it's just me driving. It's 10, 15 minutes for me to drive to work. On to post. And to the point of me getting through the gate is the worst. Because everyone drives pretty fine when they're on post. Because you never know when an MP's hiding behind a hill, right? You never fucking know. But up to the fucking gate, dude. Oh, my Christ.
Dude, it is a shit show. It is.
I mean, I got into an accident 2 months ago. Right outside gate because some fucking stupid lady not paying attention hit me while I was sitting at a red light.
You had it coming.
How dare I be sitting there?
You were just asking for it.
Yeah. And luckily I was paying attention and I didn't hit the car in front of me.
That's a great feeling, Gage, when your dog goes to sleep on your feet. You see that fucker back there? He doesn't go to sleep on my feet. Instead, he just sits next to me.
So does mine. Mine just sits next to me and stares in my face and breathes that heavy, hot dog breath into my mouth. And then my big white one, he likes to lay on my feet, but he's 90 pounds. So that's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight just to be on my legs.
It was. He's got a very sexy car.
Oh, from the back, the journey's hot as fuck. Side view, it's a little long, but from the back, it's a little thick.
I just know where the end of my journey, that's the destination right there.
Inside my car?
Inside your tailpipe.
For many, that's the end of a journey. I don't know what happened. I can only assume that Rico was assassinated by... Oh, hey.
So I got this, you can't really see it on the camera. I got this stupid mouse, and one of the buttons apparently is a back button. I just realized that now. What happened? Hey, where'd he go? Hello? I don't know. Ah, there he goes. What the hell?
Hey, so was mine.
I don't know why. I don't even know why I'm touching my... Well, I guess I'm touching my mouse to go through the comments. But apparently I no longer hit those side buttons while recording.
Yeah. So does mine. Life lesson, people. If you have the side buttons on your mouse, one of them clicks you out of streams.
If you have 74 buttons on your mouse, one of them is going to fucking do it.
I don't even use AWSD. I just fucking click one of the 97 buttons on my mouse. And I'll do it with my one right hand.
So it was a while ago that I've driven through South Carolina, and I didn't have, maybe it's because I was younger, felt that I was, fucking immune to anything bad happening. So maybe driving through South Carolina then didn't faze me as much here as it does in Texas. In Texas, I have legit had fucking anxiety attacks. It's so fucking bad here. It's so fucking bad.
I think So I think what it is
Hey,
it's
what's
the
up, guy?
concentration.
Shitty drivers, especially in Fort Bliss. That's the topic right now.
Yeah, I think it's a concentration of like big cities, right?
Uh-huh.
Shitty drivers around big cities. And when you're in certain states that have several big cities around them, then you just have more shitty drivers, right? Like when we were in Utah, driving through Salt Lake was shit.
Really?
I
You
remember
think so?
they were. It was
They're so
it
polite,
was
though.
sporadic. They weren't polite about it. Like someone would cut you off, and then you would see a hand in the window, like, "Oh, sorry about that."
Colorado's are bad. Maybe just all drivers are bad. Maybe everybody sucks.
See, that's my other thing. Like, so I've lived in several states so far. I've driven in several different countries, and I just think that everyone's just shitty drivers.
You're not wrong about that. El Pasoans literally fear the rain.
That again is just Texans. As soon as it rains, we're 20 miles below the speed limit across all lanes because no one can go faster than me.
Because all the tires are fucking bald.
Yeah. And I'm just like, it's barely wet. I think we'll be okay, people. And then, oh, God forbid, during the snowpocalypse last year.
I'm kind of hoping there's not a snow apocalypse. I'm kind of hoping it snows because myself and Javon in the chat, we were in fucking Jordan at the same time last year, and of course it snowed while we were over there. It snowed here in fucking Bliss. Fucking stupid.
It didn't snow in Jordan?
No, it definitely didn't.
See, like during the snow apocalypse, though, it was a 50-50. You either had the people that knew nothing about the snow, so they went way slow, or you had people that knew nothing about the snow and was like, I don't care to learn today either.
I didn't learn last year. I'm not gonna fucking learn this year.
Yeah, and like I'm driving.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Like all the people I work with, they're freaking out because of the snow. And I'm from Idaho. It was an old hat to me. I'm driving my fucking Journey, which is not a 4-wheel drive vehicle, and I'm doing just fine. I'm driving around. I'm going to the store. Like I'm doing just fine. I'm having no problem in the snow, but I'm driving past so many cars on the side of the road. It ranging from Mustangs to Suburbans, like to trucks just pulled over on the side of the road, skid marks, people stuck in the middle of the street. I'm just like, fuck, man. Like if you don't know how to drive in the snow, just don't drive in the fucking snow.
I would consider myself, at least back in the day, a decent driver. Now I don't really drive much. You know, I live on post. I work on post like 5 minutes away. I don't really do a lot of driving these days. But I've driven a fucking Mustang through Wyoming in the winter with 20-inch fucking extra wide tires in the back.
Not suggested to do that.
You definitely shouldn't do that. And
it was a rear wheel drive?
Yeah. And the only reason I did go off the road on one of those days, and the only reason is because some motherfucker decided to tow a boat in a fucking snowstorm in fucking Wyoming and cut me off. I was doing just fine.
I was doing just fine until a boat came out of
Until
nowhere.
a boat cut me off.
In the middle of December in Wyoming.
That's when I was driving from fucking Florida to Dugway Proving Ground in Utah. Fucking snowstorm, Wyoming. There's one point where...
You're going from Florida to Utah. Why'd you go through Wyoming?
Because that's the way the directions told me.
So rather than go from south up through Colorado, it said go all the way north and back down.
Yeah.
In December?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should sue Google for that. You should sue Google for taking you the worst route that you could have gone.
Wyoming
you had
has
so many other options.
Wyoming has so it probably because you know how they get the traffic data. They're seeing like if you have an iPhone. Apple is tracking all the fucking people with iPhones in a specific area.
Yeah.
Google, they're tracking your shit too. That's how they adjust your directions. Yeah. Oh, Google, stop. I'm not really talking to you right now. That's how I assume I was probably sent that way because that road was empty besides me and a motherfucker towing a boat.
Well, so that's the thing though, because that also for those roads, they track a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Because those roads are often closed in the winter.
They are.
And those roads are only really used by truckers.
They got whoever's coming after me, they got to get in line.
It's It's gonna happen either way. But yeah, I agree. My wife also agrees. Like that is a super weird. It should have brought you clear across like Texas, New Mexico, through the corner of Colorado, which still would have been sketchy at that time of year. Through the mountains, it gets a little rough. But then through Moab up to fucking Dugway. It probably would have taken you the back way then, and then you would have died.
Yep. Where did Rico go? He did.
Who's Rico?
Yeah. Somebody not named Rico. He ran into the fucking the black SUVs. Not even the brown suits. I might have survived. It was the brown suits.
Who's Rico? Oh, that new guy that we were supposed to get that never showed up. We should really do something about these soldiers disappearing. That's the second dude so far.
Maybe they just get a bus here or something instead of just fucking instead of driving themselves and disappearing.
Be like, oh, you're going to Dugway? Okay, you have an escort that's going to be taking you on post. Why? People keep disappearing. Well, they're going there, so...
I wonder if it was MapQuest. That was, well, let's see, that was 2013?
Yeah, winter of 2013.
Yeah, winter of 2013. One of the many times.
You might have been MapQuesting it. No, we had smartphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't that long ago.
Feels like forever ago.
Be like, oh, man, yeah, we probably had to print it off MapQuest. No, it was 2013. We still had smartphones and apps and shit. We stopped using MapQuest 10 years before that.
2013. I had MapQuest, I had my hair, and I was fucking on fire. Just like, oh.
I was ripped. You know what? All three of those things were true for me, too. Had my hair, I was in great shape. I was the swollest I've ever been.
I remember one time I was
185 pounds of pure muscle.
This is inside baseball. Like you remember Pillymar, fucking Pilbo Baggins, right?
Oh, Pilbo.
Like I'm helping him carry something, and he's like, "Yo, stop flexing." And I was like, "Oh, you want to see flexing?" And I just like fucking like hulked out, and he was like, "Oh, damn."
You were very svelte.
Oh then. Man, that was a different time.
You were very svelte back when you had no life, and all you did was
go to the gym for
lift.
Yeah. Go to the gym for 3 hours, Tinder for 3 hours.
See, that was the change. You got married and it changed and then same thing for me, because before I got married, I was also swole as shit, and my life consisted of eating copious amounts of food, lifting weight and beating people up, and going out to the bars. So
that's while that may be your first memory, Ashley, of me chasing a llama in skinny jeans. For some people back then, that was a dream.
For some people, that was their best memory. I mean, only one of us earned $20 that day.
It wasn't me. The roads.
It was me for doing something apparently no one else was capable of doing.
No. I've never even seen a llama up close. What are you talking about? I'm from fucking New York and Florida.
See, that's the thing.
Everyone I don't know how you catch a llama.
They go, hey, you catch that llama, I'll give you $20. And everyone else goes, how are we going to do this? And myself or any of my friends I would have grown up with, they would have been like, only $20 to catch this llama? Is there a time limit? We got to do it in like 2 minutes?
Hold my Angry Orchard. I'll be right back.
I think I was still drinking Mike's Hard at the time. Not at our good doctor's house though. No one had alcohol. No, it was a dry house.
We're not being like cagey about it. If this was in Utah, there was definitely no alcohol at that party.
Super Mormon.
Super Mormon.
Most stale superhero ever. Like he'll still punch you in the face, but like
it's a polite punch.
Yeah.
It's a let you know I'm here punch first,
and then he's gonna give you a life lesson.
We're gonna sit down and read some scripture.
Let me tell you about our Lord and Savior, Tom Cruise. That was a good day.
Yeah, that was fun.
Day.
Hey,
wore a cowboy hat and roped a llama.
We made it. The time is. Look at this. We had a great conversation so far. We've been doing this an hour, and I just realized that. I thought we just started.
It's already been a day. Speaking of good conversations, we talked about two of my 3 topics I wrote down. The third one, okay. I want to give a certain person some credit, and they may not have received that on this show before.
Finally, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
Yeah.
Please.
So, Joe Biden.
Oh, fuck. I thought it was me.
No, fuck you. No, I tell you, you're doing great every goddamn day. Fuck you. Old Joey Boombox.
Oh, Joey Boombox.
Right? We don't speak well of him
No.
too often on this show.
No.
We don't sing his praise
Nah.
as much as other media outlets may be, if I can call this a media outlet.
Yes, we are.
You know, we are on the internet and we're of media. So
No one's canceled us yet, so we are.
we're not a media outlet. But if you recall, we're having a supply chain issue. There's a bunch of cargo ships off ports around the United States, and they're just saying we don't have enough people. We can't get the shit on shore to ship through the country, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. It is how it is, and a massive amount of people have complained to the government about it, and the government has been very shitty. You know, them being like, hey, we're not getting our shit. And they're like, oh, no, first world problems. And we're like, yeah, we're kind of a first world. That's kind of how it works.
It's a very prominent Democrat was like, yeah, just because all the laptops or whatever the fuck are stuck on the supply issues. Like, calm down.
Yeah, like Jen Psaki, she was very cagey about treadmills and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it was treadmills. That's right.
It was treadmills.
Oh,
and
Jen
so
Patacos.
After all the copious amounts of complaining, old Joey Boombox, he signed a bill or an order or a referendum. I can't remember exactly what it was. Basically, he was saying that he was going.
He can't control his fingers anymore.
Well, yeah. So he had someone else write it up, and he scribbled across it. Fucking palsy hand. That the companies that had their cargo out off these shores, they were going to be charged a fine. I think it was like $1,000 a day or $100,000 a day. It was a lot of thousands of dollars.
It would be at least $600 so that way we can keep tabs on transactions. I'm kidding. That already got resolved. They're not doing that.
They got a certain fine per day. And then within like 4 days of him signing that into action, all of a sudden there's no ships in the in the bay anymore.
Yeah, it's what you call it, and all the like the roads were filled with fucking containers that couldn't be fucking delivered. There were containers falling over on cars and shit because they were just like, I guess I'll put it right here.
All of a sudden, we don't have a supply chain issue anymore, and so I will give credit where due is. You know, it was only $100 per day. Per each container.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was $100 per day per each container. You have one ship with 100,000 containers on them. Yeah. So
we don't math here. Don't.
I don't math at all. I don't math, but this is what the ships look like, right? So
what do they look like.
That's a lot of containers.
It is.
Right? That could be close to like 1,000 containers.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to back up fighting that.
Yeah. No facts or anything. But yeah, I will give credit where credit is due. And due to this,
you'll be voting for Joe Biden in 2024 is what you're telling me.
Not even remotely is that a possibility. Nor is it a remote possibility that he will actually be on the ticket.
It was his birthday. He's a young 79. It was his birthday last week. We forgot to mention.
He's still the oldest president we've ever had.
He's so youthful. He's so incredibly youthful. No. I bet he plays pickup games in the park. They call him old Joey Boombox as well.
My grandmother actively has dementia, and she's
in a
home.
In the park?
Yeah, she's in a home, and she's more mentally sound than him.
I'm just.
And she doesn't know who I
am. Get out of here! Someone get Joey Boombox to help me.
I love you, Grandman. Love you.
Yeah, I did see that.
I will give credit where credit is due. This is the first thing I will give him praise for.
Mm.
It's the first thing that I'll give him praise for. He has literally done no other thing that has made me happy or like nod my head in like slight approval.
Listen, he's a youthful man just carrying the weight of the entire world on his youthful shoulders. It's I don't know how it does. He probably backflips into his pants every day because no man so youthful would
the
put
most
on.
youthful. Have you seen him jog from one spot to the other spot? Did you
doesn't
see him
jog.
walk out of the hospital after his colonoscopy? He jogged down the stairs.
He doesn't jog.
Youthful knees.
The world moves.
Yeah, he bounds.
He did another thing.
Oh,
and
did he? Did he do another good thing?
It's debatable because the end
debatable
user.
if it was good.
Well, so they released 50 million barrels from the strategic fucking reserve of oil to create fuel and help with the fuel issues that we're having while the price is going up. Depending on your side of the fence, that fuel will never make it to us. It'll probably go to like corporations and shit. So it doesn't really help us. So
I mean, he
but on
wouldn't have had to
paper,
do that if he didn't
did a
shut
very good youthful thing.
down. Yeah, but I mean, some could say that if you didn't shut down our pipelines and or stop the building of another pipeline, you wouldn't have to give us barrels of oil from the Federal Reserve.
His words, by 2020, we will no longer be dependent on fossil
And he
fuels.
said this in May of 2021.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Also, not a joke. This is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. I may have flubbed the date, but he did say it earlier this year about
say it this year.
2020. Which is just adds to the list of him not knowing where he is.
No, stop. He's so youthful. Time doesn't go forward for him. It goes backwards.
Yeah, it's a circle. He has so many things.
Time
because
is
he's running the
relative.
country. He's saving the world.
It's relative.
Who keeps track of time?
No one.
You have a
No
guy.
one.
His name's Jeffrey. He's got a clipboard. He keeps track of time.
The watch industry is such a sham. They're worse than the card industry.
Construct.
Time isn't real.
We're in a matrix. If anyone knows that, it's the president.
he got the first day. They show him the book. Oh shit. Time really is a construct.
Fuck, Amazon's been making this shit up for years. That's why when you're at work and you feel like it should have been an hour, but you look at the time, it's only been 15 minutes. It has been an hour, but Amazon stopped her clocks for a second. It was rebooting the simulation. It was going through a Windows update.
Why are there black cats walking over and over and over? It's a glitch.
Which, by the way, have you seen the new trailer for Matrix?
Yes.
The newer Matrix movie.
Yes,
Within
I
the
have.
first 5 seconds of it, I thought it was the trailer for John Wick 4
Because
he looks exactly the same.
yeah. I mean, okay.
Because he's wearing a black suit with long
he's wearing
hair.
a black suit, long hair. He's got a beard going. I mean, honestly,
immediately thought it was John Wick 4,
have
which is
you
also coming out this year.
Have you seen? He's a beautiful man. He's breathtaking, and that's what the meme says. But did you see him in the last Bill and Ted? He needs to keep that beard.
He really does. He looks kind of a little raggedy without the beard. Age
I would have
caught
I
up
would have
to
a beard every day. Age is caught up with me. They won't
If I-
let me wear a beard.
If I
And I have tweeted the sergeant major of the army many times, and he still won't return my tweets.
I can't even grow a beard, and I want people to be able to wear beards. Even if they,
I've been
if
on
they
a
did it and they're
soapbox
like,
quite
hey,
a
we're
bit,
doing
so.
it like the UK does, and we're gonna let everyone grow a beard, and like if it's a good beard, you can grow it, and if you can't grow a full beard, you're not gonna be able to wear one, right? They'll do a trial by error method. I will be one of those people that they won't let grow a beard, but I still want everyone else to have the chance. Because if you can't tell, here, thick as shit. I have a neck beard of a D&D bro.
Hell yeah.
On the side, though, not great. Kind of more prepubescent teenage boy. You know anything? Mustache to goatee ratio, great. Cheek beard, not a thing.
What you do is you get those like.
I have a
face
naturally grown in
toupees.
chin strap, which is not a good look for any grown adult man. Outside of 1998.
Oh man,
It's just not okay. It's not okay.
we won't go into beards again. I've been on that soapbox so many
We
times.
won't go on beards. You know who should? You know what? Who really wants to be elected in 2024? He should let us have beards.
Who?
Joey Boombox.
Joey Boombox.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the thing
If he let us grow
today.
beards, do you not think that all of a sudden he'd have a bunch of military people out of principle just support him in 2024?
And we'll see what happens because I read an article today that the front runners, if he doesn't run again today, obviously
Is it Buttigieg?
no, Kamala Harris and Michelle Obama. I have no problems with Michelle Obama, so I'm
I
not gonna say
actually
her.
prefer Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I don't know shit about Michelle Obama besides the fact that she's Obama's husband, wife. Yeah, Kamala Harris is a piece of shit.
Kamala Harris is a piece of shit. I actually heard a winning combo today on a very small, not so well known podcast. Joe Rogan.
Who's that guy? He sounds like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
dick.
He was talking to another guy, kind of small time, Jocko Willink.
Okay.
Yeah, not really well known people. Do you not know who Jocko Willink is?
No, who the fuck is that?
No, fuck.
Jocko
need to look into him.
Willink?
Yeah, Jocko Willink.
That
He's
doesn't
an
sound like
ex Special
anybody.
Forces commander.
American.
Yes. He is a huge jujitsu proponent guy. He owns his own jujitsu company.
Oh, I've seen this guy before.
yeah,
I
you've
know
seen
who
him
he
around.
is. I didn't know his name. God,
but-
he's got to be that fucking stacked with a name like Jocko Willink. Jeez.
Right? Oh, the dude's a beast. Dude's a great dude. But they were talking about why can't I remember her name right now? Fuck. Gabby. No.
Gabby Telford something.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Gabby. Oh, I want to get her name right because I actually like her. Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi. Oh, we got it backwards.
Yes. Tulsi Gabbard. Joe Rogan said that if DeSantis was to run with Tulsi Gabbard as his vice president, that they would destroy whoever was in the Democratic primaries. And Tulsi Gabbard is a Democrat, but she's largely regarded to be in the middle because a lot of her views are more. She's more middle based. She's kind of more like a libertarian kind of,
So
but less of the government control
I
stuff.
don't know much about her, but I watched a video the other day of her just going to town, going
Kamala
to
Harris?
straight town on Kamala Harris. And I was like,
Well, she
wow,
destroyed her in the primaries.
I
Destroyed
don't
her.
know. I don't know what the failure was that she didn't progress forward because I don't follow the Democratic fucking shit.
Well, so Hillary Clinton called her a Russian agent.
Why? She's hot.
She is also very pretty.
She must be Russian.
Yeah, she's a. I think she still is actively a major in the Army National Guard. She is deployed 2-3 times with medical hospitals over to Iraq and Afghanistan. Her political views, I actually agree with a lot of them. She's fantastic, and I would have preferred. I don't know why they didn't. I mean, I know why they didn't go with her as the vice president because she's a woman of color. So, yes,
What color? White?
I think she's Hawaiian.
Oh, okay.
Hawaiian
Hawaiian in a color?
or she's Samoan. She's Samoan American.
Okay. She looks Samoan. She must be Russian.
But she is against a lot of the liberal
on.
views, and as Joe Rogan put it in his show,
Be right back.
she's not really one of the people that can just be like controlled. She's not going to put up with a lot of the bullshit. I'll do what you say politicalism that is in today's politics. So that's probably why they didn't want to continue with her for the Democratic primaries. or continue with her as a vice presidential candidate because they knew that they weren't going to be able to control Tulsi Gabbard. And I think that's pretty spot on, because if you want someone that you're going to be able to control that's going to do what you want as a overall Democratic Party, you're going to pick Kamala Harris over Tulsi Gabbard, who is very outspoken about what she doesn't agree with, and is also, as a member of Congress, she was very outspoken with her not agreeing with her own party shit or anything else that was being passed through. They'd be like, "Oh, what do you think about this?" She's like, "That's fucking stupid. I'm not gonna go with this. This is dumb." And they'd be like, "Oh, but your party's going for it." She's like, "And that's not why I was fucking elected into Congress."
We will discuss Tulsi Gabbard more at a later date.
I think we should. I hope she runs again.
We do need to cut this short because my daughter is having an ear thing right now, and my wife may be taking her to urgent care. So, so sorry, the millions of watchers and fans that we have.
Oh, if you're a parent, you understand.
I'll still be here.
A million of viewers.
I'll probably be streaming Halo. I just got to make sure my son's okay while my daughter gets taken care of. So
yes,
sorry,
but we will talk about the future presidential candidates because a lot of stuff is coming out. Pete Buttigieg, DeSantis, Tulsi Gabbard, I hope, is back in the runnings. Old Joey Boombox and Kamala Harris.
Boombox. He's just getting younger every day, and I love
more
it.
and more youthful. Much would say Dorian Gray-esque. Because for 100%, he is taking the youth out of something to stay alive.
And that's why the Ghislaine Maxwell fucking thing will not be televised. That said,
everyone, we love you. Thank you for watching the show. We apologize if it was a little bit more meh.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good one.
I enjoyed myself. I always enjoy myself. Thank you all for talking to us and letting us know what you think in the comments. If you're listening to this on the back end, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think we should talk about, a topic that you want us to tackle, or someone on the show that you want us to reach out to try to get on the show. We would love to.
Gabbard.
Oh, I would love to. We should probably get her on the show before she starts getting big again.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Just tell her to DM me.
Change the name. Nope, that's not a good idea. I'll do it. Nope, she is too good looking to let that happen. Because if you read that message around midnight, nothing good is going to happen on that one. I make no promises. But thank you all for watching. We love you all.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Like us. Subscribe us.
Yep.
Listen to us. Watch us on YouTube,
The alert
Facebook,
button,
Spotify.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, AARP. We're on it all. Your fucking Nintendo Switch, Game Boy Color. We're there. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know what you want. Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye.